Hello guys and welcome to my channel. In today's video, we're going to be testing to see which is better for a motor pump, high torque or high speed. Also, if you want to see how I made these motors, you can check the video link in the description or the card. Also, subscribe to this channel if you haven't. Let's begin.
A centrifugal pump consists of a rotating impeller mounted on a shaft inside a stationary casing. An electric motor, or some other driver, is used to rotate the impeller at a high speed. As the impeller rotates, centrifugal force pushes liquid outward from the center, or eye, of the impeller.
Now, just as we have heard, the centrifugal pump works by using a high-speed motor to rotate the impeller, which sucks in water from the inlet point and discharges it through the outlet point. So let's see what happens if we use a high torque motor instead of a high speed motor to rotate the impeller. We will be testing with different battery volts and also comparing it side by side with a high RPM motor too. So let's begin. Now for our first test, we're going to try with a high torque motor to see how it works under a 3.7 volt battery. As you can see, he didn't even pump at all. He tried to, you can see the water trying to flow out, but it doesn't even pump at all. So with high torque motor are not good for water pump system. They are not recommended, especially for low voltages. So I'm going to turn it off and test again with a RPM using the same volts. Now let's test with a high speed motor, and wow, you can see how well it pumps. It pretty much pushes the liquid a distance away from it. That signifies that high-speed motors are definitely ideal for water pumps. Moving on, we're going to be testing the 7.4 volt battery. At this point, we can already conclude that high-speed motors are better. Let's just keep testing. Oh, and you can see with a 7.4 volt battery, the high torque motor did pump, but it didn't do well compared to what the high RPM motor did with a 3.7 volt battery. It just barely manages to pump out water from it, as you can see here. So we're going to turn it off and also test the 7.4 volt battery with a high RPM motor. Oh, you can see the intensity it's pushing out the liquid with. That's really high. Wow, impressive. I'm just going to turn it off now and let's test with a 9 volt battery to see. First, again, be testing with the high torque motor to see how it performs with a 9 volt battery, because this is higher than a 7.4 battery. And well, it did perform better than a 7.4 volt battery on this high torque motor. This means that if you ever think of using high torque motors for your water pump system, then you should use very high voltage or power sources for it to work. Lastly, we're going to be testing the high speed motor with the 9 volt battery, and well, did up to our expectations. It did pump really high and quick. So that clarifies that water pump motors need high speed and not high torque. If you ever want to use high torque, you have to use it with a high power source. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please do give it a like and subscribe, and also check out I made impellers for my mini pumps. I'll see you in the next video. Stay safe.